Football produces all sorts of personalities. Some players are super passionate, some are energetic, some others are very emotional, some are playful, and there are some who just don't give a hoot about anything. It is the players who belong in that last category that we're here to talk about today. These guys just almost never show much emotion or enthusiasm when they play, and even outside the football pitch. Who are some of these guys? Let's get right into it. These are the 10 most nonchalant players in football. The leader of this group is certainly Michael Olise. Social media calls him Mr. Nonchalant because there's simply no word that describes him better than that. The way he dribbles, passes, carries the ball, and even shoots. It's always like he's totally uninterested in everything. Even the replies he gives during his interviews, his pre-match rituals, and how uninvolved he usually looks during the team celebrations, everything he always does so nonchalantly. A lot of people have said that he only puts up that facade because he thinks it makes him look cool to the public, but we actually think that's just how he is. The dude is just actually nonchalant. I mean, just take a look at his Instagram. As a player who is regarded as one of the best in the world, he could actually have hired a PR team and started to really profit from his online presence, as many of his peers do, but he doesn't care about that. His display photo is blank and he always posts his pictures without captions. The only time he had a caption on a post was when he was saying goodbye to Crystal Palace. Olise is simply just a nonchalant dude. He's not acting, this is how he is, and you just have to love him that way. Another top player who is certainly very nonchalant is Cole Palmer. He is so nonchalant that people have said that he is dumb. The way he plays, the way he reacts in interviews, the way he acts with his mates are all big evidences of his personality. Palmer's type of nonchalance is not the stoic kind like Olise. It is rather a carefree, free-spirited one. It is why almost everything he does looks so cold. The way he always caresses the ball often goes for placement over power, and of course, his celebration. Everything is just so cold. And if you notice, he is always staying out of trouble. Whenever a fight breaks out on the pitch, look closely. Cole Palmer is far away from the drama. He just doesn't care enough to be there. His nonchalance is perhaps one of the main reasons that he often feels no pressure. You know, you need to be in tune with your emotions to feel pressure, and he just is not. He simply cannot comprehend what pressure is. Another England number 10 who belongs on this list is Eberechi Eze. When you watch him, it's like he glides on the pitch. The way he moves, it's like he's just happy to be on the pitch and doesn't care about anything else. Think about it. Have you ever seen Eze show too much emotion? Even when he's fouled, he's never angry, and even when he scores, he's never too happy. He's always on the same vibe regardless of what's happening. And the former Crystal Palace man has a certain swagger about him when he moves with the ball, which gives him that casual and indifferent aura. And there's another Arsenal player we think is one of the most nonchalant guys in football right now. Can you guess who we're talking about here? Take a shot in the comments, we'll see if you're right soon. While you're there, if you aren't yet subscribed to the channel, go do that right away so you never miss out on our amazing content. Done? Now, back to the video. One guy we just could not leave out of this video is Wojciech Szczęsny. Do we even have to say much about him? This guy is just the coolest guy ever. All he really wants to do is just stay calm and smoke his cigarettes. Even during team celebrations, he's often just somewhere enjoying the view like a cool, unbothered uncle. His nonchalance is one reason he is the perfect backup goalkeeper. Of course, he's really good at what he does, so anytime he's called up, he does a very good job. But he's just so chilled and so uninterested in everything that he literally doesn't mind sitting on the bench all season, so it's just perfect for the coach. Anyway, from a Barcelona man, let's now move to a Real Madrid player, Dean Huijsen. The way he looks, the way he plays, and the way he carries himself in general just feels so nonchalant. He always moves with a certain casual swagger no matter what the game state is, and in fact, that has made some Real Madrid fans frustrated, with some of them saying that he doesn't have enough enthusiasm and aggressiveness required for certain games. But in truth, it's not that he doesn't want to give his best, he's just a chilled guy. You know, just like his celebration suggests. Apart from all that, even the way Huijsen looks gives off that nonchalant vibe. His eyes look like he's always high on something, and that just adds to the whole "I really don't care about anything" persona. Huijsen is really just a chilled guy when you think about it. Next, let's talk about Rafael Leao, the dude who always plays with a smile on his face. It doesn't matter if he's having a good or a terrible day, that smile is a permanent fixture on his face. We'll admit that off the pitch he's quite expressive, especially on his social media, but on the football pitch, there's always this nonchalant swagger about him, whether his team is winning or losing. Fans often complain that the Portugal international hardly presses and doesn't really contribute defensively. And you know what? That's just another evidence of his nonchalance. He's a chilled guy who just wants to play his game and really doesn't care about doing anything else. Perhaps that nonchalance is the reason he has still not left Milan. He probably just doesn't give two hoots and is fine with staying wherever he's comfortable. Now, remember we said that there's another Arsenal player on this list? It's actually the newest kid on the block, Max Daumann. Some might say that it is too early to really say this about him, but you just need to watch him and you will see that this is the most composed kid ever. He's still just 16, but he already has this insane aura about him. The swagger with which he moves is just incredible, especially for a kid his age. He glides on the pitch, skips past players effortlessly, and doesn't even break a sweat while at it. And through it all, he always has the same face on. Not a smile, not a frown, just a straight, unbothered face. Perhaps in a few years, we'll be seeing him dethrone Michael Olise to become the undisputed Mr. Nonchalant of football. Who knows? Now, from a future Premier League star, let us talk about a former one, Riyad Mahrez. Everything about his personality and style of play just screams pure nonchalance. He's a player who just always loves to caress the ball and treat it like a baby. And even outside the pitch, he's also that chilled guy with no care in the world. I mean, remember the farewell video that was made for Kevin De Bruyne when he was leaving City? Mahrez just threw on a random basketball jersey to make his video, one which Pep Guardiola called a disaster of an outfit. But the Algerian just doesn't give a damn. In fact, even the sound of his voice sounds like that of a really chilled guy. And we move from one former Leicester City man to another. Next is N'Golo Kante. Nonchalance is perhaps not the first word that comes to mind when you think about the French legend, but by the definition of the word, he actually is a nonchalant dude. Whether on or off the pitch, Kante never shows any type of emotion, enthusiasm or anxiety. He's always cool and calm, and he just does not care about anything outside doing his job. The clothes he wears, the cars he drives, the things he does, everything just points to a general nonchalance about life. He frankly doesn't care enough to put effort into his appearance, his public life, or his social media presence. Let us now wrap up this video with an interesting one, a coach, Carlo Ancelotti. This man is so nonchalant, we just had to add him to this video about players. The most emotion you will ever get out of him is an eyebrow raise, and that's it. It doesn't matter if there's fire on the mountain or if the most exciting thing just happened, Ancelotti always looks like he doesn't care. He's always just there on the sidelines with his well-tailored Italian suit either chewing gum or blowing on his coffee. Absolutely nothing phases him, and that is how he has always been. Anyway, it is now time to hear from you guys. Do you agree with our list? Apart from Michael Olise, who would you say is the most nonchalant personality in football right now? And is there anyone else you think deserves to be on this list? Drop their names in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, turn on the bell notification so you never miss out on new content. Catch you in the next one. Bye.